Daar zijn we weer. We gaan de kat voeren, is de missie. Catfood staat daar. Hier staat een potted plant.
The cheerful flower seemed to like Lily. At least it bent
Cheerful
forward just a touch when
flower.
Lily came close.
Ja, dat is een kindetende plant.
Dawdling. Feed the cat.
Oké,
Oh,
wat
goed,
hebben we nog op
concept.
zak? We hebben alleen die R hebben we nog op zak. Nou, kom maar, hier.
Lily didn't want to spoil her nice friendship with the flower.
Ja,
Plants were the only
zo.
things that still listened to her.
Oh,
Oké. Oh, hij doet ook echt niks.
dat was makkelijk.
Lol, ik dacht dat die plant ons ging opeten.
Ik ook.
Stop! What on earth are you doing?
Wat?
Bad, Lily. Very, very bad. You should really know that Lumpy doesn't eat regular
Oh.
cat food.
Maar waarom staat dat daar dan?
But you've disappointed me for the last time.
Oh,
Here's
jee.
the recipe for the right cat food.
Oh, natuurlijk.
Oh ja.
Bring it to Doris, the lunch lady. It contains exact instructions for preparing Lumpy's food. Doris can also find my lunch order for today on there too.
Jongen.
Do you understand? Uh-huh. And now, get out. I have
Okay.
to prepare for Dr. Marcel's arrival.
Dr. Marcel.
I'm hoping that his new method of
Zo heet ook die
correcting
aap, het
character
Frans.
flaws will save me this kind of trouble in the future.
Dus we gaan naar de lunch lady om fatsoenlijk voedsel te laten maken.
Ja.
Lily felt miserable.
Waarom hangt
Maybe
er een
Mother
haak in
Superior
over haar?
was right. And this
Dat is een
character correction
goeie vraag.
would make everything better. The thought made Lily shudder. She had heard stories about Dr. Marcel. Dreadful stories. She should tell Edna the news.
Oké.
Dr. Marcel, you say? This confirms my worst suspicions. The doctor and I still have an old score to settle. I'm
Ooh.
sure he's coming because of me. Lily, I can't stay here any longer. I'm going to leave the convent and go into hiding for a while. There's just one catch. That guy Garrett who's constantly lurking around. I think he's spying
kijk,
on us for Mother
verdachte
Superior.
kinderen.
As long as he keeps poking his nose into everything, I can't move freely. Do you think you can find a way to keep him off me for a while? Uh-huh. Oh, Lily, you're such a gem. What would I do without you?
Oké. Embroidered pillow.
Lily didn't have any talent.
Didn't
Mother
have
Superior
any talent.
only allowed her to embroider
Lekker dan.
crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding.
Marbles. Kijk, die nemen we mee.
Altijd handig.
Into the dormitory. Kunnen we verder nog hier wat uithalen? Nee. Oké. Shai, Suka. In Lily's bedroom. Verder kunnen we nergens heen. Ja, we kunnen met Shai en Suka praten. Laten we dat doen. Hallo Shai.
Shibuya power!
Wat?
Shibuya power! Volcano Pananoka! Shiny rainbow Miyazaki! Shing! Shing!
Dit is bijzonder.
Shibuya power! Shibuya power!
Shit, girl, you're so clueless about trends. Just look at how you dress. Don't you know that
Okay.
Shibuya and only Shibuya is hot right now? Where's your glitter? Where are your Japanese accessories?
Miyorushi sparkle! Miyorushi sparkle! Shing!
Oké.
Shing!
Oh man, you're really out of it, Lily.
Oké.
Why are you gawking at my hairdo? Don't tell me you've got your eye on my original Marushu Naoki hairpin. Can you believe it, Shai?
Don't believe, just know. The warriors of light see with the power of love.
Just who does she think she is? Hiroyoshi Superfrog's arch enemy Soki
Hiroyoshi
Naoki
Superfrog.
Zoom down with the dark forces. Trust in the elf magic of the glitter dust.
Exactly. Everyone knows that a real Shibuya girl will only part with her hairpin if it's a real emergency. And
Okay.
only if facing death.
Miyorushi sparkle! Mystical spirit of the wolf!
Mystical spirit of the wolf.
Kamanukri!
Gekke kinderen, jongen.
And anyway,
Wat leren ze hier in
what
dit
even makes
klooster?
you think we'll let you have any of our personal things? You haven't launched any radical paramilitary campaigns or done anything to help destroy the state.
We can't let the dark forces win!
Plus, you've never helped us destroy the school.
Does being warriors of the light really mean we have to destroy the school?
It seems a little too hardcore to me.
But Riot Girl does it too! On page 31 in volume 453, she puts one of Nagayuzu's detonators in the teacher's lounge when the dark forces kidnap Musushi Rainbow. Shibuya is cool! Miyarushi sparkle!
Wat?
Nog een keer vragen?
I already told you, you're not getting my hairpin. Only a true warrior of the light is worthy of it.
Powers of the light, call upon the moon spirits.
And until you start helping us fight the dark forces with a cool paramilitary campaign, don't even think of asking for our help.
Oké.
Miyarushi sparkle! Miyarushi sparkle!
Gekke Japanners.
Mhm.
Nou, dan gaan we maar de main hall in. Dit is die psychiater?
Dit is mogelijk.
Hij zegt
Lijpe
ook
mannen
niks.
zonder neus.
Ja.
Ze hebben vrij weinig uit zijn neus.
Lily watched how her slippery fellow student disappeared into the chapel. After him.
Oh, dat is Garrett, die gast die daar liep.
Ja.
Een balloon hangt hier.
It was hope. Edna.
Out of reach. Wat hebben we nog? Het recept, knikkers en een airhammer.
It. Edna.
Nee. Natuurlijk komt het hallway. Ja, after him, zei ze, dus dat gaan we maar doen. School bullies zijn dit.
Gezellig. Daar kunnen we vast niet langs.
Nee.
Ja, dat
Who
dacht
do
ik
we
al.
have here then? Creepy Lily. How did it go with Mother Superior?
Kijk eens, wat een bullies.
Only if she admits that all this trouble is her fault. We're not getting any dessert? That's right, Memphis. And we can't
Memphis.
play outside anymore either. Is it asking too much to want to know why?
Stop picking on her. You don't really think that Lily, of all people, has done something wrong, do you? She's just not cool enough for that.
Exactly. She's such a good girl. She rakes, she cleans, she cooks. It's disgusting and dangerous because somehow it always ends in a disaster.
Ik heb het idee dat de meeste mensen ons hier niet zo mogen.
Ever since you came to the convent,
Ja,
it's
zou je
been one
denken, hè?
strange accident after another. I hardly dare get out of bed anymore. But none of this is your fault, is it? After all, you only do what you're told. I'm sure you're even running an errand for Mother Superior right now. Let's see what you've got there.
Shawnee!
Aha! I
Steelt
know
ons recept.
a recipe from
Nah.
Mother Superior. Well, I think I'll hold on to it for now. Let's see how Mother Superior likes having to wait for her food. And this time, our sweet Lily can face the music all by herself. Let's go, guys. We're off.
You're impossible.
Oké, waar gaan ze nou heen dan? Ze zijn gewoon weg.
Ja.
Oké, nou wij gaan naar de chapel, achter Garrett aan.
Ja.
What's this? Where had Garrett gone? The chapel didn't have a second exit.
Is dit Garrett? Frank. Kijk dit gezicht.
Ja.
En dit gezicht. Confession booth.
Oh.
Oh, stone slabs. Dit ziet eruit als een puzzel.
Please stay off the slabs, okay? You're interfering with my research.
Wat voor research, Frank?
Wait. No, nothing. I thought I detected a resonance echo in the floor. And where there's a resonance echo in a floor, the hollow space can't be far. A crypt.
Oké.
Or a hidden
Okay.
pool salon for Templars with outrageously hip hairstyles.
What?
Your question is completely justified. What would Templars be doing in a pool salon? It's just one of the countless mysteries
Dat is
surrounding
wel een
the
mysterie,
Templars.
inderdaad.
Where did they come from? Where did they go? Did they get a group discount ticket for their journey? And who was their hairstylist?
No.
There's just one answer to all these questions. The Great Church Conspiracy.
Oh.
We can be certain that the evidence is buried beneath these stone slabs. If only I had the right tool to dig it up.
Ah, zoals een
Nou.
jackhammer.
Find it.
Bijvoorbeeld.
Where's Garrett?
Shh, for a second. Oh, great. If there's just been a landslide in the Templar's subterranean crypt, then now I've missed it. How the hell are you supposed to uncover church conspiracies if you keep getting interrupted? Just the constant stream of people going to confession is getting on my nerves. But compared to you, they're as quiet as church mice.
Yeah.
I have no idea who they are. They creep into the confession booth and only come out when it gets too noisy for them. All that will be over with as soon as I have the right tool for my excavation anyway.
Okay.
Sorry, Lily, but I'm just not interested in small talk. All I care about are church conspiracies. There's a lot to talk about
man
there,
wel,
but unfortunately,
Frank.
most of it's secret. And without the right tool, I won't
Ja,
be
dat weet
able
je.
to
Hij moet de right
uncover
tool
the
hebben.
secret. So
maar
either
dat
you
hebben
go
wij.
and get me the tool I need, or
Ja,
you just
Beck.
leave. That would be fine with me too.
Oké, wij geven hem de tool. Ja,
Ah, very good.
Dat handje.
That's exactly what I need. Now, if I only knew where to drill, but such knowledge was probably lost long ago. No one is old enough to still remember the age of the Templars. Otherwise, I'm sure I'd have long since had that church conspiracy by the scruff of its neck. Oh well, I'll just start.
Oh, is een kruis. Hey, Gerrit.
Damn, how am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey, Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
Gerrit gaat weer weg.
Oké.
Confession boots door.
A surveillance
Wat zit hierin? Een surveillance
That
room.
was the hard evidence that Garrett was spying for Mother Superior. A surveillance...
Boord. Er zit een plank in, die hebben we meegenomen. Bracket.
I'd like to be able to say that Lily had a plan. That she was thinking about luring Garrett into the confession booth and locking it shut with a bar.
Ja.
But Lily was just thinking about bullets. Lily spent a lot of time in the confession booth. Only she knew what she mumbled during that long...
Maar goed, Garrett moet dus weer terug in dat ding. Dan hangen we die plank erop en dan zit hij vast. Dat is de bedoeling, denk ik.
Ja.
Oh, hij komt al terug.
How am I supposed to work with all this noise? Hey, Frank! Frank! Ah, what the hell?
Oké, dus Frank moet stoppen met trillen.
Frank moet stoppen met trillen.
The cross wobbled back and forth like it was dancing. Lily briefly considered whether she should point it out to Frank, but he was busy drilling through some kind of anchoring.
What? Huh? What? I'm
stopped.
sorry, but I can't understand you. You have to speak a little louder. My ears are still ringing from the drilling. Whatever you come up with, I can think of a better conversation topic. Templars. They traveled the world before inopportune times. Actually, they were the ones who made that age inopportune. All day long, they barely did anything else than plan church conspiracies.
Ooh,
Sometimes, even during breakfast, between their Nutella and their first cup of Joe.
Templars hadden Nutella.
Destroying the holy illuminescence of the stone slabs. And if they lose their illuminescence, they certainly won't be in the mood to reveal their secret anymore. And there's no doubt that they have a secret.
Dat zou ook wel een
I know
plotwist zijn.
Templar symbols when I see them.
Nutella in de
There are
middeleeuwen.
Templars. A secret crypt with details on church conspiracies can't be far. If only I knew which slab to look under.
Ja,
But such
dat
knowledge
weten
is
we.
probably lost.
Ja,
No
dat
one
weet
is
je wel eerder
otherwise. If it's one, because there are those.
Ja,
within
of we
it.
moeten dus
Lily
eerst
was
nu
impressed.
uitvogelen wat hij moet doen, zodat hij het kan doen.
Ja. En dat moeten we ergens vandaan halen, die informatie.
Ja.
Maar waar is Garrett nu heen? Dat weten we niet. Hier is de well, dat is weer buiten. De cafeteria. Laten we daar eens kijken. Oh, zo moet hij eten.
Gezellig.
Doris.
What was that?
Wat een
You
bijzondere
impertinent
vrouw.
little slug! I can't stand it when people gossip about me behind my back. The youth of today is becoming ever more insolent. No wonder, with all the violence and foul language in the media. If I could, I'd twist your heads off one by
Aardige
one.
mensen werken hier, hoor.
Where are my canning jars? I need something to calm my fingers. Otherwise, something terrible might happen here.
Oké.
Before you ask for more food again, it's been hours since I held a canning jar in my hand. My hands always they break everything they touch. Children's legs, children's arms.
Wat
I
agressie.
just can't control them.
Canning jars.
Now I understand. You came to complain about the food, right? Well, then I have bad news for you. Children only get food from canning jars, and that's that. My hands are trained to twist the lids off. I haven't been wringing the necks of caged chickens for 20 years for nothing. Plus, I've got a court order that
bijzondere
says I
vrouw.
gotta open 10 jars a day. You can thank my idiotic lawyer for that.
Nou, we moeten dus ergens een jar vinden die zij open moet draaien. Wat hebben we hier? Bananen. Kunnen we die meenemen? Ja, coconuts. Hup. Appels. Hup. Meer ligt er niet.
Lily had already eaten more than her share from the fruit bar. Lily decided she would punish herself for it later.
Eten? Je dacht dat we het mee hadden genomen. Ja, dat doen we ook. Free space.
Something was missing here. And even if it wasn't Lily's fault this time, she felt guilty anyway. Just as a prevention.
Dus we missen een banner. Mother Superior
What are you
Ignaz.
creeping around here for? Feed the cat. Don't tell me you're done already.
Goeie naam.
No, that's what I thought. I am slowly losing the will to keep constantly having to remind you children of what good values are. Take a look at the embroideries on the wall. They depict all of the important virtues. Superiority, strength, and self-control. I'm quite aware that self-control is missing. Do you think I'm blind?
Self-control is missing.
Now leave. I have to drink a calming tea. If you pass the classroom, remind Birgit to hurry up with her embroidering. If the self-control motif isn't finished today, I will really blow my top.
En wij hebben die embroidering ding in die bom gedaan. Kijk. Shawnee. Wat gebeurt hier? Dit is die pestkop toch, Shawnee?
Ooh, look
Heeft een
who's coming to
aansteker.
get her recipe back. If it isn't our little goody two-shoes
Hij heeft een
Lily, you better
aansteker.
split before I tie your shoelaces together. Or worse. What? Now you're upset? Did the nasty boy bother you again? You're such a crybaby.
Jij moet een beetje aardig doen tegen mij, hoor.
Well, well, well. What's this? Is this you standing up for yourself? Just look at you, Lily, with your bow and your braids. You don't actually think you could stand up to a bad boy like me, do you? I was playing with matches before you'd said your first morning prayer. How could I ever take someone like you seriously? Do
Oké,
you
dus
know
wij
how to
moeten
spit cherry
stoer
pits
over
or
gaan
hunt
komen op
sparrows
deze
with
man.
a slingshot? Just face it. You'll never be as tough as me, and that means you won't get your recipe either. If you're trying to impress me, you'll have to work a little harder. You're too scared
Work a
to even
little
hunt
harder.
sparrows, and that means you won't get your recipe either.
Oké.
Tell me, how come you even dare to come here anyway? You know we're not allowed to play in the garden anymore. Or did Mother Superior send you? You can tell your beloved Mother Superior that I don't give a damn about her stupid rules. Ha! But I bet
Okay.
you're too scared. You're scared of your echo, right?
We
And
moeten
you should
onszelf
be,
stoerder
because
voordoen dan dat
one
we zijn,
day,
Marjolein.
when you least expect it, who knows?
Is dat iets
you
voor jou?
might turn around and see that someone has stolen your milk.
Sowieso.
Alright. Hoe gaan we dat doen? We gaan een kokosnoot op zijn kop slaan.
Shawnee didn't seem to be interested. Lily had to find some other way to impress him.
A way to impress him. Misschien met knikkers.
Shawnee didn't...
Nee. Oké. We kunnen ook verder niks hier. De school pond. Die faucet, die kunnen we... Oh, die staat natuurlijk nog steeds geen water.
Too bad.
Nee. Die fuse. Die kunnen we nog meenemen. Die aerial bomb. Daar zit onze bomflap.
This ball of wool was a symbol of friendship. Lily wanted it to stay in the treasure chest for eternity.
Oké, bomflap. Oh, dan doet hij hem weer dicht. Oké. Dat zijn mijn opties. Maar ik heb hier nu wel een fuse gepakt. Daar kunnen we stroom mee aansluiten ergens. Hé, hij zit in de oven. Hij zit in de oven, Memphis.
What? Quick! Close the door before anyone sees me. This is the last safe place in the entire convent, and I want it to stay that way. Don't even try talking me out of it. I'm staying here. It's much too dangerous out there.
Lily had no idea what Memphis was talking about.
Nee, dat weet ik ook
But
niet.
he'd always been jumpy.
But someone might hear you, and then they'll take away my hiding place. And if they take away my hiding place, then I'll definitely be next. The stove is the safest place in the entire convent. You know, it has
Lijkt me
a
toch een slecht idee om in een oven te gaan verstoppen.
titanium reinforced interior walls, and it's lead coated inside. I'd even survive a bomb attack in here.
Good to know.
Now get lost before someone discovers me. If you're looking for your recipe, talk to Shawnee. He pocketed it.
Singing.
The end of the world is near.
Goed liedje.
Ik hoor ondertussen stormgeluiden door mijn noise cancelling heen.
Lekker man. Maar geen tafeltje.
Apocalypse now.
Ik denk dat de kijkers ook de stormgeluiden horen.
Apocalypse.
Hij zegt nu wel steeds hetzelfde.
Arme man.
Maat, doe je? En nu?
Nu gaan we een bak. Nee, geen idee. Wel een bijzondere oven ook.
Ja.
Een voetje.
Lily got along great with Doris,
Oh ja,
the
maar dat
lunch
konden we
lady.
niet doen.
That's why she knew
Nee.
Doris would start throwing up.
Maar we moeten op zoek naar... Anders kunnen we open doen. Zit hij er dan nog in? Ja.
The end of the world.
Hij zegt hetzelfde. Kan ik hem nog wat geven daarbinnen? Een banaan. Kun je daar wel mee?
What's that? What do you have there? Oh, you know what? I don't even want to know. Just keep that thing away from me, okay?
Het is een fucking banaan. Doe normaal.
Rustig.
Hier, knikkers.
What's that? Oh, you know, just keep that thing.
Nee, nou oké.
Deze
Ga jij
man
lekker in
heeft
die
geen
deur
behoefte.
zitten? Even oké. Verder kan ik hier ook niks aanklikken. Ik denk dat we hier inderdaad niks meer kunnen. Maar we hebben nu dus wel een fuse gevonden. Hij zit hier. We zijn hierboven nog niet geweest, de convent hallway. Kijk, hier staat Kapoe. Kapoe, into the classroom. Kapoe.
Lily, nice to see you. I hope Shawnee didn't upset you too much. He's an idiot. I think you're great.
Hey,
just as
Kapoe
you
is nog
are.
wel een beetje
Lily's
aardig.
heart skipped a beat. This might have been the nicest thing anyone ever said to her.
Oh, ik kan ook niet praten met hem verder. School clock, gargoyle, firecrackers. Nice. Into the classroom. Oh ja, daar zit Birgit. Die was nog met iets bezig, toch? Cabinet, die kan open.
Once again, Lily's
Ja,
efforts
vlot.
were in vain. Only Mother Superior could open the cabinet.
Ja. Eagle model.
Stop that! I need that as a template.
Voor wat?
Don't even bother trying to distract me, Lily. Unlike you, I actually have a sense of duty. You don't get to be Mother Superior's favorite by just standing around like a moron all day. Like you. I work hard to get all those honors and rewards. The only thing I'm missing on my path to perfection is the Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. That's why I'm working overtime, to perfect my embroidering skills. Mother Superior loves the embroidery because the pictures of animals convey important values. But you wouldn't know anything about that. You've always been terrible at embroidering, and everything else for that matter. Why don't you get to the point already? You seem to be lacking a few important lessons in values and standards. Haven't you learned anything at all from my multi-award-winning embroidery?
Dit is zo'n
Each animal
flexen.
has an assigned character trait. Bears represent strength, and deer stand for heroic valor. There are negative role models too, of course. The porcupine, for example, is especially slow and sleepy. That's why you'll never find one on one of my banners. But maybe it's in your family's coat of arms.
Dat is dus precies wat wij wel gaan doen waarschijnlijk.
In case you're wondering what I'm doing here, it's called embroidering. I know it's not your area of specialty. Otherwise, I doubt Mother Superior would have banned you from taking it. What a shame. I know how much you've always enjoyed embroidering.
Lily had to admit that Birgit was right. Her productive friend was really much more talented. But that was certainly no reason for Lily to wish an incurable disease on her. Neither a disease with an oozing rash, nor a disease that causes her to cough her lungs out.
Oh, take your little boo-boos to Mother Superior. I'm not her deputy. Yet. But maybe that'll change once I've collected all my awards. I'm already her favorite. Be quiet now. I just had a great idea for what I could put on the missing cafeteria banner. Damn, it's gone. Thanks a lot. Great job, Lily. If you want help, ask Mother Superior about a suitable animal role model. I'm already done with all my patterns. And remember, at this time of day, Mother Superior is always in the cafeteria, drinking a soothing tea. So don't wander into her office. You're not supposed to go in there alone. And hurry up. My grades depend on it. Stop bothering me. If you carry on like this, I'll never get my last award. The Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Oh, yes.
Strebertje.
Oké. Dus we gaan naar die office van die vrouw. To the collection. Daar zijn we nog niet geweest. Oh. Daar hangt iemand. Old man. Hij slaapt.
Dat is bijzonder.
Scouts chest.
Hey, don't touch it. That's my old Boy Scout equipment. Only certified Boy Scouts are allowed to touch it.
Oké. Musket.
Hey, that's my, some of them, but...
Oké. We mogen niks aanraken. Hij valt in slaap. Hier kunnen we niks mee. Guinea pig jar. Die jar, die kan die vrouw in de keuken openmaken. Kijk, die kunnen we meenemen. Shelf space. 1, 2, 3.
There were 3 empty pedestals on the shelf.
En daar moeten natuurlijk die beesten op staan.
Or nothing at all.
In de volgorde van de vlaggen.
Oh, a visitor.
Waarom hangt hij
What a rare... Rare animal. The hawk. But I don't mean the remake. I mean the original with extra ketchup, please.
What?
How rude of me. I forgot to tell you, how it used to be. When the pyramids were built, I was the chief flogger on the north side. Yes, in my life I've unified. Unified Tibet, I said.
Okay.
Back then I served as a carpet beater under 3 different Dalai Lamas. For one of them, I was even there as a rebirth assistant in the maternity ward. It was very different from the year I was an interior decorator for the
bijzonder oude man.
Build a mythical sliding puzzle here, hide a few artifacts in dark alcoves over there. Oh yes, I was building secret crypts when you were still...
maar we hadden iemand nodig die zo oud was dat hij secret crypts wist te vinden.
Inquisition overload.
Voor die drillboorman.
But it flopped, unfortunately. The time wasn't right for that kind of music. Plus, our drummer had the plague. I got old. So
drummer had the plague. Dat is wel vervelend.
Now is as an exhibition piece for history
Story.
I'll get to that in a moment. First, I wanted to tell you... Telling stories takes a lot of skill. That's why I worked for a while as an exhibition piece for history class.
I worked as an exhibition piece.
I just had to tell stories about my adventures once a week. For example, how I used to excavate secret crypts with the Templars below the school chapel. Or about my time as a lighting assistant for the moon landing.
Wakker worden.
What? I must have dropped off for a moment. But I was just going to tell you an exciting story from my past. Was it the story of how I tried to navigate to Cape Town and ended up discovering the Eurasian continent? Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you how I helped the Templar Knights build the convent chapel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was particularly happy because I had eaten a banana. Or was I sad?
Hij moet een banaan. We hebben een banaan.
All there was to eat was coconuts again. No, the coconuts were when the Trojan mayor gave me the key to the city for my heroic valor. Or was my heroic valor while building dikes in Atlantis? But I think I had an apple that day. Wasn't I a little more sleepy in Atlantis?
Wat
and angry
we
while
hebben al die
building a
soorten
chapel?
eten.
Oh, what poppycock.
Yeah.
I'm getting everything mixed up. Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote, so that I'd remember the location of the secret crypts below the convent chapel.
Geef
ons. Someone tidied up the shelf. That's where the objects for my 3 E's should be. Emotion, engagement, and eating. Now I can't...
Emotions, engaging,
can't
and
make
eating.
a fool of myself.
Yeah.
Now let's see.
Oké, ik wil het. Clues.
I know exactly what you're looking for. An instructive story about my time with the Templar Knights. Unfortunately, my memory aid is still missing a few important pieces. If I only knew what the 3 E's for this story were. But right now, all I can remember are a few vague associations. 4, to be precise.
Okay.
Clue 1.
As everyone knows, each different food creates exactly one emotion and promotes one characteristic. For example, I was never sad if I'd packed a few apples, because they always helped me be very strong.
Okay. Clue 2.
I could only do heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. On the other hand, if I was angry, I could never show great strength.
Okay. Clue 3.
Coconuts were always good at preventing sleepiness.
Okay. Clue 4.
On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Wacht, die moet ik nog een keer op- die moet ik nog een keer horen.
On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Oké.
Voor een notepad.
Ik zie het.
Wait. Fortunately, someone. That's where the emotion,
emotion, engagement and eating.
And eating. Without the 3 E's, how am I supposed to reasonable? Now.
Wat moeten we weten? Wat is dit? Memory.
No fear. I haven't forgotten your earlier question. On the contrary, I'm known for remembering everything all the time.
Okay.
This is thanks to a little trick I learned from an old Chinese mason long ago. All I need is a memory aid, like objects that remind me of the 3 E's. The first E stands for emotion. It tells me whether I was sad, happy, or angry in that situation.
Okay.
The second E stands for engagement. It reminds me of whether I overcame the situation with strength, heroic courage, or sleepiness. The third E stands for eating. To remember, I have to know which fruit I ate that day. Vitamins are good for the...
Oké. Memory aid. De 3 E's, dat weten we wel. En die Templar Grave, wat vertelde die daarover?
Fortunately...
Ja, die memory moeten we niet eens. Okay.
That's where emotion without the reason. Now...
Wat kan hij ons vertellen over de Templar Grave? Met
You want to hear the... Because, as everyone knows, each, for example, I was...
dit heb ik allemaal opgeschreven.
I could only do heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. I could, on the other hand, if I was angry, I could never show great strength.
Niet sad, niet angry. Dus happy. Is appel. Heb ik opgeschreven. Happy is appel.
Ja.
Coconuts were always good at preventing sleepiness.
Coconuts at preventing sleepiness.
On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry
Hij
about
was
a
niet
banana.
blij.
But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Wacht even.
On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Dan is de... Nog één keer deze.
On this one specific day when I was helping the Templars, I was neither happy about an apple nor angry about a banana. But I also wasn't sad about a banana or happy about a coconut.
Banaan is happy. Apples is not sad. Dan is appel angry. En dan is coconut sad. Maar wat voor emoties? Laten we eens kijken naar die notepad. Wat staat hier allemaal in? Oh, kijk.
Oh, kijk.
Ah.
Oh.
Hier staat alles waar ik net een heel blaadje mee voor opgeschreven.
Ja.
Oké. Wat kan ik hier doen? Kan ik hierop klikken? Ja, oké. Een logische puzzel is dit. Dit zijn beesten.
Ja.
Kijk. Niet happy apple. Niet angry banana. Niet sad banana. Niet happy coconut. Dit heeft hij gezegd. Dus die hoort daar. Dat klopt, hè?
Ja. Nee.
I have never been sad because only they provided me with great strength.
Dus dan was dus appel ook niet sad?
Dus de appel. I've never been sad. With the apple spect, I've never been sad. Dus appel is niet sad. Dus een appel is dit. En dan is een coconut dat. En wat zijn die beesten dan? We hadden gezegd, de beer was strength.
Ja.
Die porcupine was luiheid. Dat meisje in de schoolbanken, die zeiden dat dat bij ons paste. Coconuts keep me from drowsiness. Dus een coconut hoort niet bij een porcupine. Dan. Als hij luiheid niet heeft bij een kokosnoot.
Oké.
They provide me with great strength. Hoort dat dan bij die beer? Of hoort dat bij de eland? Dat meisje heeft ons dat verteld boven.
Oké. Ik heb geen idee.
Skip, dat kan niet. Ik moet het invullen.
Coconuts were always good at preventing sleepiness. I could only do heroic deeds on days when I wasn't sad. On the other hand, if I was angry, I could never show great strength.
Oké, dus ik denk, beer is kracht dan.
Ja.
Dit
dus
beest is lui en de moose is dan heroic.
Ja.
Dus alleen heroic, de moose, when I wasn't sad. Dus sad hoort niet bij die.
Ja.
When I seethed with anger, I was never able to show great strength. Anger is geen strength, is geen beer. Apples, I've never been sad because only they provided me with strength. Dus dan zouden we kunnen zeggen, appel is beer.
Ja.
Dan blijft dit over hier.
Ja.
En dan blijft dit over hier. Logische puzzel. Dan zeggen we dus, banaan is porcupine, is happy. Dus happy is die porcupine. Dan zou dit de oplossing kunnen zijn. Kan ik dit bevestigen? Ik kan niet op bevestigen drukken. Ergens. Waarom niet?
Oké.
First fill the grid using the first 3 hints. Ja, dat heb ik gedaan. Skip? Nee, dat wil ik niet. Of moet ik op enter drukken? Wat moet ik doen?
As everyone knows, for example...
Of zegt hij nou dat het niet goed is?
Dat vind ik niet heel duidelijk.
Nee. Ik kan de beer en de eland omdraaien.
Oké.
Die 3 weten we zeker dat het wel goed is.
Ja, toch?
Dat ik zeg de eland is strength en de beer is courage.
Ja, dat kan.
Dan zeggen we apples, strength. Appel is dan eland, als we die verstrekt zeggen. Apple is die, zou dan eland zijn. Als we die twee omdraaien. When I see it with anger, geen strength. Dus anger, die hebben we al ingevuld, strength. Heroic deeds when I wasn't sad. Dus als hij blij is, heeft hij heroic. Dat is dan de beer, volgens onze motivatie. Oh. En dan blijft die over. En dan hebben we hier de kokosnoot, hoort bij sad, hoort bij porcupine. Dan hebben we dit.
Ja.
Ik kan dit niet bevestigen. Spatie? Nee, ik kan ook back. Back. Notepad. Dan ga ik er weer uit.
En wat is skip dan?
Ja, skip, dan denk ik, dan sla ik de hele puzzel over.
Hou je muis er eens overheen, er stond er iets bij. Bij skip.
Nee, ja, complete diagram, dat stond er al bij. Dan sla ik de puzzel over. Maar dat wil ik niet. Wat ik denk dat ik moet doen, ik moet die dingen in een goede volgorde op de shelf space zetten. Dat moet ik doen.
Ja.
Maar is dan fruit... Kan ik hier iets mee?
It was the old man's memory aid. If Lily wanted him to help her, she had to find the right objects. An emotion, an engagement, and something to eat.
Ja. En daar kan ik dan die fruitdingen toch opzetten, of niet? Something to eat. Oh nee. Jar with guinea pig. Marbles?
It was the old man. If an
Something to eat. Ik kan maar één van die 3 dingen doen.
Dus je moet weten welke het is.
Ja. En die classroomvrouw, die gaat ons vertellen over die dieren. Heeft ze ons verteld.
Ew,
wat is.
Distract me. Can't you see I'm working? Probably not.
Misschien animals. Banner.
Have you asked Mother Superior about the motif for the next banner yet? Well then, get going.
Die vrouw praten.
Why don't you get to the point already? You seem to be lacking a few important lessons in values and standards. Haven't you learned anything at all? From my multi-award-winning embroidery, each animal has an assigned character trait. Bears represent strength, and deer stand for heroic value. There are negative role models too, of course. The porcupine, for example, is especially slow and sleepy. That's why you'll never find one on one of my banners. But maybe it...
Kijk, daar kunnen we wat mee. Maar dan weten we in elk geval wat die 2 dan zijn. Bear is strength. Heb ik die dan goed gedaan? Of nee, die hebben we net omgedraaid.
Die hebben we omgedraaid, ja.
Oké. Apples, never said, only they strength. Apples, never said. Strength is boosheid. Boosheid is beer, strength. Dat weten we.
Ja.
Nee, maar hier staat, when I see it with anger, I was never able to show strength. Dus Apple kan niet anger zijn als Apple strength is. Daar gaat hier iets mis.
Ja.
Wacht even, we weten, Apple niet sad. We weten, the only day provided me strength. Dus Apple is beer, dat weten we zeker.
Ja.
Dan weten we ook, beer is niet sad. Dan hebben we 1 ingevuld. I was only able to accomplish heroic deeds when I wasn't sad. Heroic is het.
Ja.
Het is niet sad.
Ja.
Dus porcupine is sad.
Ja.
Weten we zeker. When I see her with anger, I was never able to show strength. Dus anger is niet beer.
Is geen beer, ja.
Dus moes hoort daarbij.
Ja.
Dit klopt dan.
Ja.
Dus dan weten we, de beer is de appel. En we weten, de beer is happy, dus de appel is happy.
Ja.
We weten, de porcupine is verdriet, maar dat weten we nog niet. Coconuts have always been reliable in keeping me from drowsiness. Drowsiness is de porcupine. Dus de coconuts horen daar dan juist niet bij, denk ik. Dan blijft deze over. Dan is de porcupine is de banaan. De porcupine is ook verdriet, dus de banaan is verdriet.
Ja, oh zo ja, ja.
Dan blijft deze over, dan blijft deze over. En misschien dat die twee nog andersom zijn. Zo. Ja, kijk.
Oh, lekker.
On this special day, when I helped the Knights Templar, I was neither happy about an apple, nor furious about a banana. Dus I was neither happy about an apple. Hij was niet blij van een appel.
Hij was dus...
Hij was niet boos van een banaan. Maar boos van een banaan hoort sowieso niet bij elkaar. Ik was ook niet sad van een banaan. En niet happy van een kokosnoot. Dus, wat hij wel was boos van een kokosnoot.
Ja.
Want dat is het enige wat we overhouden.
Ja.
Dus dan is de kokosnoot het eten wat we zoeken op zijn shelf.
Ja.
En dat betekent dat we dus ook zoeken een hert. En boosheid.
Ja.
Want de
Ik weet niet
clues
hoe we
die we nodig hebben is een emotion. Dus we moeten boosheid erop zetten, een kokosnoot en een hert.
Ja.
Dat is onze informatie. Dus op de shelf space zetten wij een kokosnoot. Oké. Dan gaan we die chickie nog helpen in die school. Door te vragen wat voor dier erop moet. Kunnen we dat vragen aan haar?
Stop dawdling.
Dat zei ze.
And don't forget to remind Birgit to finish the embroidery.
Dat hebben we gedaan.
Self-control
Maar zij wil informatie.
Today, I will really blow my top. Self-control is important. Now leave. I have to drink a calming tea.
We kunnen ook niet met haar praten. Zij kan wel dit openmaken voor ons.
Want wat willen we om dat?
Wat?
Waarom willen we dat?
Omdat het een jar is en het enige wat zij doet is jars openmaken, zei ze.
Can I have that? I need something to calm my fingers.
Lekker.
Thanks. That was close. Now take your stuff and get out. Now.
En nu hebben we een lege jar en een guinea
kaap,
pig.
ja.
Kunnen we die
Lekker, man.
aan haar geven? Of aan die chickie geven? Zodat ze die cavia op die bennen gaat zetten.
Ja.
Birgit?
What's that supposed to be? An animal motif? No animal motif looks like that. Animal motifs are always on a pedestal. Don't you know anything?
We moeten de pedestal ook nog regelen. Hoe doen we dat?
Geen idee.
Wonderfully the fully
Boord.
Lily wasn't allowed to, but that didn't matter.
Hoe zetten we die guinea pig dan op een pedestal?
Once again,
Cabinet gaat niet open.
the cabinet was locked.
Dat
as
ding op
usual.
haar tafeltje niet vermaken.
Daar kijkt zij naar. Die kan ik niet pakken.
Ja, snap ik.
The animal motifs were taboo for Lily. Mother Superior only allowed her to embroider crosses and lines. But Lily could barely manage even those and often received a scolding.
Wacht, we hebben die embroidery in onze slaapkamer. Nee, dit is niet wat ik zoek. Waar is onze slaapkamer? Hierboven. Kijk, hier is die embroidered pillow. Kunnen we daar de beest op zetten? Als pedestal.
Lily's embroideries were useless. Mother Superior had said that more than once.
Edna?
And? Are you making progress? Cool. So you've been working on your imitating animal voices number. You can tell me about it later, okay? First, we have to get rid of Garrett. I'm sure he's spying for Mother Superior.
Ja, daar zijn wij ook achter.
Before you say anything, I thought of something else. I think Garrett has a secret hiding place in the chapel. Yeah, a kind of listening station in the confession booth.
Ja, die hebben we
This should
gevonden.
prove once and for all that he's spying for Mother Superior. The question is whether we can somehow use this knowledge against him.
Lily actually had an idea. She would lock Garrett in his secret room. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Wait, I know. What if we locked Garrett in his secret surveillance room? Just pretend you want to give confession, and when he's in his hiding place, wham! Our trap will snap shut on him. Oh, don't be sad, Lily. I'm sure you'll come up with a good idea next time. But for now, let's get to work. It was my plan, so now you have to set it in
Ja, dat
motion.
hadden we al bedacht.
Wait a minute. What's that? Do you hear those noises too? I think someone's drilling inside the chapel.
Yeah.
It's probably just Frank looking for evidence of a church conspiracy again. Dang! That could ruin our plans. If Garrett can't listen in on you, we won't be able to lock him in his hiding place. You have to think of something to get rid of Frank. Did you happen to find the plans for my time machine? They weren't finished yet anyway. How big is the microwave oven in the school cafeteria? Forget
An
it.
oven.
That won't work. And all my other ideas are a little complicated. We don't have time for them. I guess the easiest thing to do would be to help him with his search. Once Frank has found what he's looking for, he'll hopefully stop drilling. Not so loud. Dr. Marcel's ears are everywhere. If you listen closely, you can even hear the wind blowing in his ear hairs.
Kun je
That guy
iets
is
herinneren
no
wat op een
joke.
pedestal
You
lijkt?
know the rumors, so watch out for him. He is evil. Evil.
Dit is niks nieuws. En die fuse, wat kunnen we daarmee? Een guinea
The
pig.
guinea pig was probably tired. Hopefully, Lily would have time to play with it later.
Misschien kunnen we hun blij maken met een guinea pig.
What's that supposed to be? A Marashu Nyoki Shibuya accessory?
A sweet little Pokemon?
Or a
Pokemon.
weapon to combat the dark forces? Shing! Shing! What else should we do with it?
Hun zoeken wapens. De fuse zit eruit als een bom.
What have you got now? I hope it's a weapon for the battle against... But that's a real detonator! And it's live! You have to defuse it, Suka! Hurry! But with what? With the power of love! What?
But-
Are you...
Wat?
Wait! I know!
Die hairpin. Ja, komt er
Oh
maar.
ja. Oh.
Phew, that was close.
We'll
Lekker
snitch to
hoor.
Mother Superior.
Exactly. This time you really went too far, Lily. What on earth are you thinking? You're even crazier than I thought.
Totally un-Gumbo.
Hey, Gumbo.
Don't just stand there. Get that bomb away from us. Take it somewhere where it can't do any damage. A bomb-proof place.
A bomb-proof
fireproof
place, zoals die
bunker
oven.
Or something like that.
Ah. En we hebben nu een fuse with hairpin. Daar kan het ding op en is het een pedestal.
Ja.
Nee. Ik ga hem in die bombproof oven gooien. Dan gaat hij ontploffen en blijft de hairpin over. Let op. Let je op.
Zeker.
Hier heb je een bom.
It was the perfect place to get rid of the detonator.
What's that?
Hoi.
What do you have there?
Lily could finally use the hairpin.
Does it have to blink like that?
Lily closed the door again to keep Memphis's hiding place safe.
Lily?
Something seemed to be wrong with Lily's ears today. She kept hearing all these sounds.
Hebben we nou die jongen opgeblazen? Zullen we eens even kijken? Kijk eens.
Oh jee.
En nou is zijn gas hier aan het schilderen.
Aardappelman.
The stove was black
Oh jee.
and empty. Just like the mirror that
Ja,
always...
dat zeiden we ook al eerder. Ja, we hebben die gast opgeblazen. Maar we hebben wel de hairpin.
The guinea pig was
Wat kunnen we met die hairpin?
Was Lily finally now also Gumbo?
Kunnen we niet op onszelf gebruiken? We hebben die hairpin. Nee, hier wordt ook geschilderd. We zijn Gumbo. Dan kunnen we die hairpin aan hem laten zien dat we Gumbo zijn.
Shawnee didn't seem to... Lily had to find some...
We moeten indruk maken op hem. Hoe dan? Met een guinea pig.
Shawnee didn't...
Jar of alcohol.
Shawnee... Lily...
Wat? Alcohol?
The liquid smelled like Doris's breath, or the cap of the lawnmower's fuel tank, which Lily loved to play with.
Ah, het is een jar of alcohol. Dat had ik nog niet gezien. Waar is dat relevant voor? Mother Superior, kan ik jou blij maken met alcohol?
Mother Superior only cared about results. So why should Lily bother her with interim reports?
Oké. Wat is dit, guinea pig?
Mother Superior... So why...
Nee. Wat kunnen we met alcohol? Of kunnen we hier iets in die shelf space plaatsen wat daarmee te maken heeft?
It was the old man's memory aid. If Lily wanted an emotion...
Alcohol?
It was the old...
Nee.
An emotion...
Nee.
It was the old... An emotion...
Something to eat hebben we. We hebben een emotion. Een emotion. Wat kan ik met een hairpin? Lockpikken.
Hey, that's my old...
Nee. Only certified Boy Scouts are allowed to access it. En deze vrouw gaat een Boy Scout worden of een Scout badge krijgen. Wat kunnen we met die hairpin?
Don't unless you have. I need an animal that embodies.
Ja, een animal. Ik heb hier een animal.
Ja.
What's that supposed? No, animal motif. Don't you?
We moeten een pedestal vinden. Die cabinet kan ik lockpikken. Ah.
Ja, dat wou ik ook aanzeggen.
Once again, Lily's efforts were in vain. Only Mother Superior could open the cabinet.
Oh, ik dacht echt dat ik een plan had.
Ja.
Wat was er nog meer op slot wat we mogelijk moeten lockpikken?
Wat zat er in die... Er zat iets in die lampding, zei jij in het begin. Kunnen we daar niet aan
Balloon.
Oh, oké. Oké.
It was Edna's balloon.
Ja.
Out of reach. Met die plank misschien?
The narrator was slowly losing interest in coming up with motives for Lily's action. The truth of the matter was, no one knew what she was doing and why.
Okay.
Lily had always liked the large painting in the main hall. It showed a dining table after a big meal, with a man in the center who had found the last cookie. Lily giggled at the thought that he would eat it all by himself, no matter how much the others begged.
Okay. En hier is verder ook niks. We hebben die banners, die free space. Daar moet dus een banner opkomen. We kunnen niet praten met die Mother Superior. Zij heeft die jar geopend. Daar zat die guinea pig in. Jar of alcohol. Waar haal ik een pedestal vandaan? En waar is de Mother Superior's office?
Ja, dat hebben we nog niet. Daar zijn we überhaupt nog niet geweest, hè?
Nee,
Mensen zijn in het begin.
Into the stairway, daar zijn we nog helemaal niet geweest.
Oeh.
Hey, hier zijn we nog helemaal niet geweest. Chandelier attachment. Happy mask, sad mask. Kijk, dit zijn die emotions.
Lekker.
The mask was tightly screwed into the wall. But did that also mean that one wasn't allowed to take it?
It only means you have to find the right tools. Something small enough
Zoals een hairpin.
to loosen the screws.
Oh,
Zou
what
zomaar
luck.
kunnen.
Lily was relieved.
En dit zijn in elk geval de emotions die we nodig hebben. Hairpin.
Perfect.
Perfect.
The hairpin
Kijk.
fit exactly into the holes.
Lekker hoor.
Kijk, we komen weer ergens. We hebben gewoon weer een hele area gevonden die we niet wisten. Chandelier attachment, die moeten we waarschijnlijk ook nog losmaken. Zodat het hele ding naar beneden flikkert.
Lily wasn't able to loosen the screw with
Zullen
her
we dat ook weer met die
bare
hairpin doen?
hands. She needed a different
Wie
tool.
weet.
Dit is wel een hele grote screw trouwens, denk ik niet.
This was certainly not the ideal, and as long
Hey,
as
okay.
Lily didn't have
Wat hebben we meer? Een plank? Nee.
Lily took her. That's why she held every object she carried against the screw.
We worden gewoon belachelijk
Ja,
gemaakt
we
hier.
worden gewoon geflasht.
Oh, ja.
Hoek. Oh ja, hier hing nog een haakje. Nou,
Ja, hier waren we wel.
At night, Mother Superior placed her kettle
Dit-
over
hier
the
kwamen we
fire.
vandaan.
Ja, ja, hier is de
But at this
office.
Ja.
time of day, she preferred to drink her calming tea in the cafeteria.
Mooi.
Ik kan alcohol in de fireplace
Those
gooien.
voices again, ordering Lily to burn her stuff. Too bad the fireplace wasn't lit.
Nee, maar die man beneden had een aansteking.
Ja,
De office.
kijk.
A
Receive
note
holder.
was pinned on the receipt holder.
Dear, crossed out, Ms. Zimmelbach, I have to
Zimmelbach.
say I'm very surprised by the way you fulfilled my request to send me a pet for my students' classroom. I had a real animal in mind, one that conveyed important values, like a puma or a boa constrictor. But the guinea pig you sent is useless to me. I've pickled
Hey,
it
nu hebben we
in
een
alcohol
stand.
Die
to save
pin,
it
ja.
for the
Richting.
dissection class in
Richting.
biology.
Lekker muur.
Send me a proper animal immediately, or you will not have heard the last of me. Regardless,
Gaan we nou die
Mother
guinea
Superior
pig
exists.
op die pin zetten?
Ja.
Dat vind ik wel zielig voor die guinea pig hoor.
Ja, dat is dan jammer voor
Lily
hem.
thought this idea was delightful. The guinea pig was
Precies.
bound to make a huge impression as an animal role model.
Arme guinea pig. Kijk hem staan.
Ook mooi.
Dissected guinea pig.
Oh, goed.
Hoek, painting. Oké, nou die gaan we die dissected guinea pig nu aan het chickie geven, denk ik.
Ja. Ja.
Deadly Nightshade meenemen. Hop,
Altijd handig.
kan in de alcohol.
Lily had heard that alcohol didn't solve problems. That was certainly true.
Oké. Deadly Nightshade. Bij de knikkers ingooien.
Lily knew she wasn't supposed to play with her food. Food was such a sore loser. And when it started acting up, Lily would get scared.
Oké, right. Chickie.
Chickie.
Want we hebben nu een beest op een pin voor jou. Birgit.
At least this is a regular animal motif. But do you think it also conveys really important values?
Of course it
Yeah.
did. Guinea pigs were cute and small, but
Precies.
always cheerful. Lily always tried to follow their example.
Uh-huh. Well, if you say so. Come back in a few minutes. If you don't bother me, I won't
Okay.
take long.
En wij hebben nu die... die andere niet gekregen. Oké. Klaar? Kijk, de banner is klaar.
Cuter.
Die kunnen we aan die Mother Superior geven. Nu worden de stappen gemaakt. Kijk. Hop.
Ah, Birgit has finally finished the new banner, but what's that? A small, dirty guinea pig? Birgit didn't really make this, did she? That can't be true. Can I not rely on anyone here? Just you wait. She'll get what's coming to her.
Oké. En nu? Gaat zij naar Birgit toe? Daar gaan wij dan ook naartoe, denk ik. Ze huilt.
Aw.
I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in you, Birgit. This is the worst job I've seen in my entire career. But don't talk back. You are bad. I will probably have to strip you of all your awards, prizes, and Girl Scout badges. You no longer deserve any of them.
But I only did what?
Hogwash. Do you really wish to contradict me? I can't believe how low you've sunk, Birgit. A guinea pig? It's unbelievable. Your work is an insult to the entire convent. Get rid of it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Your whining won't make up for your failures. Just in case you decide not to waste my time with your ineptitude anymore. Here is a motif that's worth immortalizing on a banner. The puma. Strong,
en de kast staat nu open.
Dignified, a symbol of self-control.
En die kast staat nu open. Grain Scream. Tiermodel. Kijk.
Kijk. Oh, daar zijn ze allemaal.
Nu hebben we alles wat we nodig hebben volgens de puzzel.
Ja. Lekker hoor.
Dat was de kokosnoot, de dier en de boos.
En de boos.
Ja. De kokosnoot, de boos en de dier. Praat met de oude man.
What? Do we know each other?
No.
Vertel je verhaal.
Wait. Wasn't I just about to tell you something? Fortunately, I created a memory aid just for this anecdote. Ah, exactly. Now I remember. On that day, I was particularly angry. We had just laid the stone slabs in the chapel when the Templar Knights returned from a secret meeting. They examined my work and praised me for doing a heroic job. Then they gave me a coconut. It was one of the greatest days.
Heel heldhaftig verhaal. Then they gave me a coconut.
I still have the book in which I wrote everything down, including the meaning of the secret Templar symbols on the stone slabs. And now please leave me alone. All this reminds me too much of how I once helped a little girl uncover the mystery of the secret crypt below the chapel. One day I really have to tell you that story.
Dat lijkt me niet nodig. Nou, we hebben een boek gekregen waar het hele verhaal in staat. Op naar de chapel.
Oh.
To the chapel. Hier, dude. Pak ons boek aan.
What's the matter now? My goodness, that does look very interesting. Let's see. At least those are the same symbols as on the stone slabs, but the pattern is full of gaps. I'm a pro when it comes to riddles. That's why all I need is a single glance to be able to declare without a doubt that, yes, this is a riddle.
But the solutions page seems to be missing. This book is useless to me like that. Unless, of course, you have the solution.
Tutorial?
First, complete the symbols on the empty floor slabs, while keeping in mind the first clue on the right. Click once on the empty space to access a selection menu. Then decide on the right symbol. When the pattern is complete, you can place the 3 clue tiles to discover the location of the secret crypt.
Okay.
What?
As the mothership finally lifted off, it suddenly dawned on Brother Bodo that he should arrange the coat of arms of the 4 orders so that the same symbol is not found in the same row, column or even quadrant.
Oké.
Het is Sudoku.
Ja.
Nou, dat lijkt me dan niet zo heel ingewikkeld. Want als we hier 3 verschillende symbolen hebben, dan moet het 4e symbool hierbij komen.
Ja.
En dan kiezen wij deze.
Ja.
En schuin telt hij niet, maar in de quadrant hebben we dan hier de uil, de beer en die, er komt die dan bij. En dan hebben we deze over. Dit wordt dan de likbeer.
De likbeer.
Dit is een likbeer, toch?
Ja, dat is zeker een
En dan
likbeer.
komt hier ook een likbeer. En dan komt hier een uil. En dan komt hier een leeuw. En dan komt hier een 3-ding. Dan komt hier de uil. En dan komt hier de leeuw. En nu is er iets gebeurd. Oh, hé. Hey.
Huh?
Oh, de route. De route.
Oh.
Die komt daarop. Want dit is een schild en... Of die. Schild.
Ja.
Ah. Hereafter... Kijk, dit hebben we eerst gedaan. Nu hebben we dit.
Ja, ja.
Only the position of the secret crypt would still need to be determined. Due to a static anomaly in the convent's foundations, it was not possible to place the crypt to the left of the lion's coat of arms, which lay directly beneath the clover pig's coat of arms. Clover pig, dat is die.
Ja.
It has to be placed somewhere to the right of it. The order of the snake-tongued bears insisted that the coat of arms lay somewhere above the secret entrance. This angered the brotherhood of the urn-shaped wooden owls. In the end, the snake-tongued bears demands were met. Maar dat kan dus hier zijn of hier. We hebben overal die dingen op 2 mogelijke plaatsen. De leeuw en het schild.
Ja.
Hebben we of daar, of daar.
Ja, de eerste is linksonder.
Is dat zo?
Omdat hij niet naast die leeuw mag.
De eerste is linksonder, omdat hij niet naast de leeuw mag.
Ja. De tongbeerleeuw ding.
Nee, de crypt kan niet...
to the left, ja.
Ja, dus die kan niet linksonder zijn. Want de secret entrance...
Ja, nee, dat is andersom.
Dus die moet dan hier zijn.
Ja.
Dan komen we daar naartoe.
Ja.
Dan hebben we... Snake-tongued bears, the coat of arms, lay somewhere above the secret entrance. Dus de beer ligt boven de secret entrance, dus dat zou dan daar kunnen zijn.
Mhm.
En de Cloversmith locksmiths placed its coats of arms to the right of the crypt. En die zou dan daar passen. Maar dan weten we alsnog niet waar de crypt is. En die zou ook daar kunnen zijn. It was not possible to place the crypt to the left. Oh, dat zou wel kunnen, als die daar wel komt.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, lekker.
Kijk.
That has to be it!
Dan komen alle 3 de pijlen op dezelfde plek uit.
Ja.
Thanks for holding the book all this time. You're blocking the way. May I?
Sorry hoor.
As soon as Frank stopped drilling, Lily was finally able to draw Garrett out of his shell.
Kijk, Garrett, kom jij maar eens even mee, Garrett.
Lily crouched inside the confession booth and waited. All was quiet in the chapel, except for Frank, who could barely contain his excitement.
Wow! If these bones aren't evidence of a church conspiracy, I'll eat Tom Hanks's double chin. And what's that? Hey, this just keeps going. Let me just drill through this stone slab and... But that's a sword!
Zo.
A real Templar sword? It's incredible!
Een zwaard.
Man, it sure is wedged in tightly. I hope that isn't a load-bearing strut beam.
The impact echoed through the entire church. Lily was tempted to look, but then she heard approaching steps.
Oeh. Hij is ook dood.
It's so blissfully quiet. I can finally
Iedereen
take up
gaat
my
dood,
listening
Marjolein.
post again.
En iedereen heeft roze bloed.
Belooft wat. En dan komt die aardappelman.
Ja. Nou, hij snel die plank erop.
Hey, what's going on? Is that you, Lily? Do you think that's funny? Let me out, now!
Ja, ik vind het wel
Lily
grappig.
felt uncomfortable about it.
Maar nu kan Edna er
Welcoming someone
vandoor.
into a confession booth was probably not appropriate for a well-behaved girl. On the other hand, she was doing Edna a big favor. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Ja, en we gaan het
So
zwaard meenemen.
Garrett
Nee,
is
we gaan
out
niet
of
het
the
zwaard
picture.
meenemen.
Very good, but I'm still in danger. Before I can leave the convent, you have to help me cover my tracks. The doctor can't find out that I was ever here. Could you do that for me?
Uh-huh.
Great.
Hoe dan?
Let's see. First, you have to get rid of the balloon that I left in the main hall. It
kan met
even
het
has my
zwaard.
portrait on it. The doctor would recognize me immediately. I also played with firecrackers down by the school clock. Let's just say it was part of a weather experiment, and I would have succeeded if I'd had a real DeLorean. You can't imagine how hard it is to get a lawnmower up to 80 miles per hour. And of course, you have to remove the inscription on the swing tree. It hurts me just as much as you, but I could hardly leave the doctor better evidence that I was here than that. Do you think you can handle all that?
Uh-huh.
Thank
Ja,
you,
dat
Lily.
gaan we doen.
You're the best.
Ik heb wel een plan. Hé, die andere dude is weg.
Oh. Hello, Lily. I was just thinking of Riot Girl. Riot Girl is totally cool because Riot Girl wears Shibuya clothes. Don't you
Ooh.
think that's totally fascinating? Suka also thinks that Riot Girl is totally cool. And Suka likes
Waar is
Shibuya
Suka dan?
too. Shibuya is totally cool. Don't you think so too? Yeah. It certainly makes you think. I think way too much about things like that. My brain is getting all fuzzy. But Riot Girl is cool, right?
Wat jij nodig... Brain is fuzzy. Wat jij nodig hebt is alcohol.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is that for me by any chance? Oh, too bad.
Oh, wat jij nodig hebt is Deadly Nightshade.
Oh, what fabulous is that for me?
Nee.
Oh.
Oké, wat dan? Knikkers?
Oh, is that for
Nee, zij heeft niks nodig. Wat is dit?
Oh, is that
Nee, niks is voor haar. Nou, dan niet, joh. Terug naar plan A. Hier staat een clown. Waarom staat hier een clown?
Het is niet heel blij.
Hij rookt.
You.
No. Another one of them. Get lost. I'm not in the mood for jokes today.
Oké.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. And I
see it.
applied as a child
Yeah.
therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were.
Oké.
That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber.
Oké.
What? You don't like the mood I'm in? You want me to show you a few tricks now or what? I feel terrible. Because my therapy concept flopped. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. How rotten.
Hij is niet vrolijk.
What?
No.
Oh, You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? What's it gonna be?
Ja, weet ik veel. Een wrench. Dat klinkt als iets wat we wat aan hebben.
Dus dat hebben we wel nodig voor die bout van dat ding
Ja.
dat nog moet vallen op zijn hoofd.
A wrench? Why not? I know all about wrenches.
Je hebt gelijk voor die bout van die chandelier.
Ja, die boven zijn hoofd hangt en
Ja.
op hem gaat vallen.
You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it? I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand?
Oké.
Just don't ask me about Dr. Marcel. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. He's a bitter, evil man. He's known everywhere for hating children. Ever since a little girl shoved him down the stairs. Huh, serves him right. That old twit.
Oké. Dus nu heb ik een balloon wrench. Die gaan we proberen. Lijkt me toch niet heel effectief, een ballon.
Ja, we hebben al meerdere dingen gezien waarvan we denken, wat?
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic.
Kijk,
and she could
there it
already
is with
hear
us.
uproar of the online reviewer, but she did it anyway.
Fuck yeah.
Op die clown.
The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much.
Oké. Ja, dat is die ballon. Die moesten we wegwerken, hè, die ballon. En die clown is ook dood. Die wordt ook geschilderd.
Done. Now only 2 pieces of evidence were left to completely erase Edna's tracks.
Sigaretten nemen we ook mee. Want die gaan we laten
The
zien
clown
aan die
just
man
left
daar
the
buiten.
cigarettes here. He
Om te
must
laten
have
zien
been
dat
in
wij
a
stoer
great
zijn.
hurry.
Hij. We zijn stoer, we hebben sigaretten.
What do you have there? Cigarettes? No thanks. You can keep those. Of course I smoke. I'm a real rebel, remember? But only when I'm nervous. And since my nerves are like steel, it's just a hypothetical situation. I'm a hypothetical smoker, which is actually much tougher than a regular smoker.
Hypothetical smoker.
Only when I'm nervous. Hier heb je een ballon.
Shawnee didn't... Lily...
Hier heb je een ballon.
Shawnee did...
Alcohol heb ik ook nog.
Shawnee...
Nee, is hier niet geïnteresseerd in.
Shawnee...
Oké. We moesten ook nog wat doen op die boom. Hey, Suka hebben we gevonden.
Die heeft
Lily missed somehow the truth. Lily didn't have the slightest clue how she was supposed to get the inscription off the tree.
Ja, we moeten gewoon die hele boom naar beneden halen, denk ik. Is dat niks?
Ja, waarom niet?
Lily didn't... Lily...
Suka, wat doe jij hier?
Suka didn't seem to notice Lily. Lily didn't hold it against her. She didn't need Suka's attention, so why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thoughts such as these. Suka didn't seem to note Lily.
Hoe kunnen we Suka daar dan vanaf gooien? Niet.
The embroidery was of a unicorn with 8 legs.
Geen idee.
Lily loved the unusual embroidery more than anything. But she didn't know who had made it. When asked about it, Mother Superior was even more
Ik
vexed
denk
than
inderdaad
usual.
dat we die inscription weg moeten halen door gewoon die hele boom om te hakken. Of om te krijgen op enigerlei wijze. Met wat? Daar ben ik nog niet over uit. Wat hadden we nog meer? Hij rookt alleen, zei hij, als hij startled is. En hoe krijgen we dat voor elkaar? Die termites zijn hier nog steeds. Kunnen we daar nog iets mee met die termites? Een jar of alcohol.
Lily would have liked to help the gnome with his work, but she had her own chores to do.
The gnome.
It looked like the termites had found a new home. And one of the gnomes that Lily saw now and then was in the process of painting it in various colors. Too bad that Freeman was no longer here. He would probably have liked it too.
Okay.
Shawnee was mean. First he had stolen Lily's recipe, and now he was setting cobwebs at the well on fire. Still, Lily didn't think he deserved having spiders lay eggs in his eye sockets at night. Good children didn't have such thoughts.
Oké. Deadly Nightshade. Wie of wat zouden we nog willen vergiftigen? Dat meisje in die school, kunnen we daar nog wat mee? Oh, die heeft zichzelf opgehangen.
Set down her work, but she had completed the banner with the puma motif. Too bad that Lily couldn't congratulate her on the good job she'd done anymore.
Mooi hoor.
We hebben wel een puma banner. En daar kunnen we die vrouw blij mee maken. Waardoor wij een scout badge krijgen. En die kist kunnen openmaken van de scout meneer.
Lekker.
That's what I call an outstanding motif. Effective and controlled. A symbol of complete self-control. Just like the directors of this convent. This will impress the doctor. Come along, Lily. Birgit has earned another award. Her diligence and reliability will be rewarded
die heeft betere
with a
dagen gezien.
celebration.
Lily almost jumped in the air with excitement. There hadn't been a celebration in the convent for a very long time. Mother Superior had already begun the ceremony.
Kijk, die medal die ligt daar.
It was a lovely celebration. The only odd thing was that Birgit was nowhere to be seen.
Dat is wel vreemd,
And
ja.
I hereby award you a Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. Your
Staat ook een taart daar links.
skills and excellent sense of duty are a superb example to your fellow students. You, Birgit, are a textbook example of how strict and systematic guidance can result in great achievements. Lily, follow the example of your fellow student and do some cleaning.
Oh, dankjewel.
If only all children were as conscientious as Birgit.
Arme Birgit.
The celebration was very short, but Lily enjoyed it anyway. This was probably the best day.
Het ziet er wel gezellig uit hier. Nou, meenemen die badge.
Lily thought that the Girl Scouts badge was much too precious to leave lying about like that. She put it in her pocket just to be safe.
Nou, die taart kunnen we nog meenemen of moeten we er iets mee doen?
The cake was meant for Birgit and no one else. Lily didn't even deserve to lick the pastry shell.
Oké. Deadly Nightshade.
The cake was meant Lily.
We kunnen niks met die taart. Misschien als we de aansteker hebben. Kijk, we hebben een scout badge, meneer. Kijk jij eens even.
But that's the Golden Girl Scouts badge on a ribbon. I had no idea I was talking
Kijk, nu
to
kunnen we die kist
a
openmaken.
genuine scout.
En die gun
I was a
meenemen.
Boy Scout once, you know. Well, knock me over with my things over there. They're lying in that chest, you know. Because among scouts there's no such thing as ownership and...
Ja, en wat nog meer? Zeg maar. Zeg maar. Zeg maar. Lekker gapen. Hij valt in slaap. Geef mij een scouts chest. Hup. Scouts knife. Oeh. Musket. Oh. Daar gaan we even indruk mee maken. Die firecrackers gaan we met die musket kapot schieten.
Lily certainly wouldn't be able to get the firecrackers of the statue like that. Once again, her arms were too short, and her line too long.
Oké, dat wordt hem niet. We kunnen wel met marbles schieten in die musket.
Hooray! The marbles were the perfect ammunition for the
Perfect
musket.
ammunition.
Lily certainly would
Nee. Oké, wat dan? Wat dan? Waar willen we op schieten? Met een pistool.
Met die vrouw op die schommel.
Misschien wel. We hebben ook nog een knife voor Shawnee.
Shawnee didn't...
Niet geïnteresseerd? Ik heb een geweer, jongen.
Shawnee...
Nee, niet geïnteresseerd.
Ik kan ook touw doorsnijden met een mes.
Kan dat?
Lily didn't have the slightest clue how...
Nee, we kunnen het touw niet selecteren.
Suka didn't seem to notice, but that... Lily would have liked to show the tree all of her great things, but it didn't even want to hear her. Oh well, Lily was used to it.
Oké. Een scout knife. En een musket. Wat willen we nog doen? En een knife en een musket. Waar zijn we nog niet geweest? Een knife en een musket. Shawnee, daar moeten we nog iets mee. Die moesten we laten schrikken.
It looked like...
Misschien kunnen we knikkers op hem schieten.
Nee, dat heb ik net al geprobeerd.
Oh, oké.
Lily would have liked to help, but...
Kijk.
Shawnee didn't seem... Lily...
Hij is niet geïnteresseerd. Want ik liet net de sigaretten zien. Moet ik daar iets in doen? Deadly Nightshade?
Lily didn't quite dare. She was worried about getting cancer. Like Grandpa.
What?
What the fuck?
Lily had heard that that was...
Oké. Dat kan ik met de sigaret.
What do you have there? No thanks. Of course I... But only when I'm...
Kijk, only when I'm
my
nervous.
nerves are like... I'm a... Which is...
We moeten iets met zijn nerves doen.
Shawnee...
Hoe kunnen we iets doen met zijn nerves?
Hebben we die ballon nog laten knappen?
Shawnee...
Dat is een goeie.
Good.
Met dat mes.
Lily could no longer destroy her things.
Oh.
Oké.
Shawnee... Lily had... Lily would have liked... Lily would have...
Nee, dat was wel een goed idee, vind ik.
It didn't make for... Ever since then, she'd been secret...
En die firecrackers moeten we nog eraf halen. Hoe gaan we dat doen? Die schoolklok?
The school clock.
Kunnen we ook nog opschieten?
The school clock. Once again...
Nee.
The gargoyle. Once again...
Gargoyle.
The gargoyle.
Firecrackers. Nee. Verder naar boven. Kunnen we hier misschien nog iets doen? Bij die haken en die fireplace. Wat kunnen we
Lily
doen?
had heard rumors that otherwise Mother Superior used it to hang her tea kettle.
Tea kettle. Oh, ze zit weer hier.
Finally, there you are. Lumpy starving. Did you get the cat food?
Uh-uh.
What? And then you dare return here? Off with you! Out! 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 Oh! How
Oké, daar kunnen we ook niet meer komen.
children!
At night, Mother... But at this time of day, she preferred to...
Die theekop is ook weg. Poema Benne, kunnen we die weer pakken?
No.
Nee.
The bank invades Lily. All that...
En die Doris dan, kunnen we daar nog wat mee?
You again! You shouldn't be wandering the cafeteria between meal times! The strangest accidents have happened then! And I have an alibi for nearly all of them!
For nearly all of them.
Anything else? Do I have to explain it to you with puppets? Mealtime ended long ago! The only thing that I'm still cooking today is food for Mother Superior's cat! And the food for Mother Superior herself. Or I should say I would. But
My knife disappeared. Hey, die hebben wij.
The stove in the cellar has gone out, so I couldn't cook anything anyway. However, the most important thing is that Mother Superior still wanted to send a recipe to me. You don't happen to have it on you, do you?
Nee. Ik heb wel een knife on hand.
What do you have there? Is that my knife? Uh-huh. It's just unbelievable that a little brat like you is running around with a knife. Let me tell you, the youth of today are as rotten as next week's canned goulash. Don't you know how much damage a knife like that can do? Uh-uh. Should I show you? Uh-uh. You see? So hand it over before you hurt someone. Unbelievable. A little girl with a knife. So irresponsible. Here, take this chainsaw instead. Now that I have my knife back, I won't need it
Daar kunnen we die boom mee neerhalen in elk geval.
Forget the recipe. As long as the stove in the cellar...
We moeten ook die stoof repareren. Hoe gaan we dat dan doen? Dat ding is opgeblazen. Nou, we hebben nog wel een chainsaw.
Praktisch.
Empty chainsaw, natuurlijk. Alcohol erin.
Had a brilliant idea. High-proof alcohol was an excellent fuel substitute for the gasoline chainsaw. Mother Superior would really be proud of her.
Oké. Geen stress, geen stress.
Done. Now, only one piece of evidence was left to completely erase Edna's tracks.
Oké. Block of wood.
Done. Now...
Wat gaan we doen met die block of wood? Ja, dan dondert die boom om natuurlijk.
That's what Lily loved about the garden. There were new kinds of animal sounds every day.
Ja, dat wordt ook weer geschilderd. Yo.
This ball of Lily...
Oké, de chainsaw die hebben we ook nog steeds... Nee, die hebben we niet meer. Block of wood. Ja, wat kunnen we met een block of wood? Deadly Nightshade. Het enige wat we nog moeten is deze man. Oh, block of wood voor die termites misschien.
Lily would have liked to help.
Nee.
Shawnee did. Lily had to
find another way to impress him. Sigaretten kunnen we ook niet combineren met iets anders.
Lily liked static electricity.
Hey.
It reminded her of the feelings she got when she thought of her parents.
Static electricity. Kunnen we daar dan iets mee?
Shawnee, Lily...
Nee.
Lily would have liked... But she...
Kunnen we static electricity maken met iets?
Lily loved the unusual... She would... Lily liked... It Lily liked... It reminded her...
Okay.
It didn't make Lily ever since then. Lily realized that the dedication was probably only fit for firewood.
Zoals in de oven. Ja, die is opgeblazen, die oven.
Ja.
Hout. Ja.
Lily had placed the log in the stove. Now she just had to light it.
Ja, daarvoor moet ik die man aanpakken.
The stove.
Daarvoor moet ik iets met die sigaretten doen, maar wat?
Lily had no idea how to smoke, but she didn't want to quit just yet. Maybe tomorrow.
Oké. Waarom hebben we die Deadly Nightshade op zak?
Had forbidden Lily from eating the Deadly Nightshade berries, but no one had said anything about taking them. Done. Now only one...
Oké. Waar willen we static electricity maken?
There were those voices again. Too bad.
Waar hebben we iets aan stroom?
Stroom.
Met die ballon kunnen we statische elektriciteit maken. Waar willen we dat? Oh, je het zwaard hebben, kunnen we nog meenemen. Oh, tuurlijk. Op het moment dat het zwaard daar viel, zei ik, we gaan meteen het zwaard ophalen.
Ja.
Shawnee didn't seem to be
Niet geïnteresseerd in een
Lily
zwaard?
had to find...
Wat?
Wat een man.
Wat?
Lily was always happy when... But usually it was...
Misschien kunnen we wel met dat zwaard die firecrackers eraf slaan.
Ja.
Lily certainly wouldn't be able to... Once again...
Die gargoyle zit vast aan een touw.
Yeah.
The gargoyle... Once again... The gargoyle... Once again...
Out of reach. Nee. Hier in die classroom is verder ook niks. Ja, die taart. Waar we niks mee kunnen. Kunnen we die aansnijden met een zwaard?
The cake was meant for Lily didn't...
Nee.
Lily could no longer... Lily...
Oh, wat kunnen we nou weer met dat zwaard? In die chest zit verder ook niks, hè? Nee, ik kan nog een spatie drukken. Nee, hier is niks nieuws. Kapoe, heeft hij nog wat te doen voor ons?
Lily, I really have to ask you something.
Doe maar.
Do you like me?
Uh-huh.
Thank goodness. I wasn't really sure, because there's something on my mind.
Wat dan?
It's about my feelings.
Oh jee.
And I'd like to ask you a really huge favor.
Oh
Would
jee.
you do something for me?
Uh-huh.
Tuurlijk.
Really? Wow, I'm so excited. Okay, calm down, Kapu. So, would you give this letter to Shai?
Oh mijn god.
I really have to meet her.
Oh mijn
So,
god.
could you just give her the letter? Man, that's so cool of you. You're really the best, Lily.
Friendzoned.
Shy, die zit hier. Geef de letter to Shy. Love letter. Zo.
Oh, what fabulous thing do you have there? Is it for me by any chance?
Lily hesitated. Certainly not because she begrudged Shy her meeting with Kapu. No. She was worried. Who knew what sort of things could be in the envelope? A snake? A scorpion? The anthrax virus? In the end, she decided to give Shy the letter, after all.
Uh-huh. Wow! It's from Kapu! A date? Oh, how exciting! I have to put on more glitter.
Apparently, the letter didn't contain the anthrax virus.
Nee, inderdaad.
Thank
Gelukkig.
goodness.
Gelukkig. En nu? Zij gaat glitter opdoen. Dus ik ga weglopen en weer terug. En dan is zij weg. Dan ga ik even kijken bij die dude. Kijk, die heeft hier een date.
Lily didn't want to disturb the two. They deserved to enjoy the moment. Soon, they'd start to hate each other. And Shy would start losing her hair from all the grief. Ah, yes. Love.
Ah, nu kunnen we hier naar binnen. Kijk, dan komen we hier bovenuit. En dan kan ik misschien wel met die gun op die firecracker
Lily
schieten.
certainly wouldn't be once.
Of met een zwaard.
The sword was, but Lily needed some kind of extent.
Zoals een schoolklok.
The sword may not have reached the firecrackers or the rope, but it fit perfectly
Die gaat
into
zo
the
meteen
mesh
die
of
rope
the clock
doorsnijden.
handles. So perfectly that it got stuck in there. Now what was Lily to do? Wait
Dan kan
until
je
the
daar die man
gargoyle
mee
dropped
laten
down of its own
Ja,
accord?
ja,
She didn't
ja.
have that much time.
Alleen, je hebt niks om het aan te steken.
The gargoyle
Zien we
seemed to
dan wel.
worry about its companion, but it also didn't lift a finger to stop it from falling. Typical.
Typical. Static electricity.
Although the gargoyle seemed worried, it didn't seem to need anything. If you didn't include such things as, life. It wouldn't take much to make the gargoyle completely lose its balance. But Lily didn't even have that on her.
Oké. Wat moet ik hier doen?
Ik heb geen idee.
Dit ding zit hier. Die wijzers moet ik verplaatsen.
Maar hoe?
Wat heb ik nog? Een ballon. Deadly Nightshade. Ja, musket.
It wouldn't take much, but Lily... Although the gargoyle... If you did...
Nee.
Lily once again...
Ik kan daar ook niet meer op klikken. Dit ding is open gegaan. Back to the hallway. Kan ik op hun schieten?
Lily didn't want Beta's soon, and Shy would... Ah, yeah.
Gargoyle. Capo en Shy.
Lily, Beta's... And
Green screen.
It wouldn't take, but... Although the gargoyle...
Als ik terugloop, wat gebeurt er dan? Niks. Kan ik die klok nog op enige wijze... Nee, daar hebben we geen tijd voor. Ik kan er ook niet meer aanklikken. Die gargoyle zal toch iets moeten doen. Ik gebruik de spatieknop. For the collection, firecrackers, gargoyle. Ballon met statische elektriciteit.
It didn't make for a... Lily had seen in a picture book ever since then. She'd been...
Ja, ik heb een geladen geweer.
Ja.
The gargoyle, once again, her arm... The gargoyle, once...
Ja, out of reach. Niet als ik hier die trap inloop.
It wouldn't take much to make... But Lily certainly wouldn't... Once again, her arm... Although the gargoyle seemed... If you did...
Wat kan ik met dat beest?
Lily liked static electricity. It reminded her...
Ballon?
Although the
gargoyle, nee. Oh. Deadly Nightshade, green screen. Wat kunnen we nu hier nog doen? Niks.
Nee.
The gargoyle, but it also didn't... Typical. The gargoyle had only a thin rope was stopping it from falling. Why didn't it just give up?
Het zwaard staat goed. Ik kan niet met hun praten.
Is er niet ergens anders nog een klok of zo?
Is er ergens anders
The
nog
clock in the tower sounded duller than usual today. Was it really that late already?
Gewoon een kwestie van tijd dus. Ja, oh mijn god, het was gewoon wachten.
Done. Lily had finished all of Edna's jobs and had gotten rid of all of the evidence. She could hardly
En die
wait
twee
to tell
mensen
her
zijn
best
ook
friend
dood.
all about it.
Lily, thank God. I have a new and much more serious
Natuurlijk.
problem. I can't find my diary anywhere, and all my escape plans are written in it. I even drew a map where I marked my hiding place. So forget about getting rid of the evidence. No, just forget it. It wasn't important anyway. The diary now has top priority. Please, help me look for it. If Mother Superior gets her hands on it, I'm done for. It has to be somewhere around here.
Of course, Lily immediately knew what to do.
Natuurlijk.
She immediately knew what to do. Oh, man.
Ik haal die pillows af.
Lily didn't. Mother's, but Lily...
Nee. Wakker worden, Edna.
Nice thought. But I'm afraid that also won't help us get rid of Dr. Marcel. That guy just keeps coming back. Like the Terminator. Or Santa Claus.
The Terminator. En de Secret Diary.
Was that really so hard? The diary was lying right there.
Lol.
Or hanging, rather. The telltale drawings were dangling from the claw of a dumb, gawking pigeon.
Altijd die duiven. Ja.
Instead of catching the pigeon, Lily wondered if she had anything in her inventory to scare it away. She would have even banged on a kettle drum if she had one.
Oké, dat kan dus niet. Firecrackers.
Instead of catching, she...
En dan vliegt hij weg natuurlijk.
The moment Lily tried to grab the diary, the
Wat een
baby rose
verrassing.
in the air and carried it to the roof of the convent, where it disappeared in the rafters above Mother Superior's office.
Hey, vogeltjes.
Gawking certainly wasn't going to help. Once again, Lily's path led her back towards the lion's den.
Vogeltjes. Kunnen we daar iets mee? Sparrows. Die kunnen we opschieten. Hij schrikt dan.
Oh joh.
Ik heb een adelaar doodgeschoten.
Hoe dan?
Lily might have missed the sparrows, but her effect
Hij is
on
bang.
Shawnee was
Hij is
apparent.
bang.
He actually seemed a little impressed.
En nu wil hij sigaretten omdat hij bang is.
Lily had heard that cigarettes were supposed to have a soothing effect.
Allemaal tegelijk.
Hooray! What a great job Lily had done. Shawnee seemed to feel much better already. You can tell by the way his pupils were slowly rotating towards the inside.
Sigaret, een brandende sigaret. Eagle carcass.
What a nice animal. So proud. Such shiny feathers. Hopefully Lily would
Als we nu
have
weer
time to
weglopen,
bring
dan
it
gaat die Shawnee dood en dan dropt hij zijn ding. Hier kunnen we wel wat aansteken. Burning cigarette. Kijk. We houden het ding ook in onze hand. Firecrackers erin.
There were those voices again.
Nee. Oké. Hij heeft nog onze recipe. Kijk, hij is ook dood. Zie je dat? Maar... Waar is onze recipe?
Die hebben wij in onze inventory.
Oh!
Ja, ik ben er nog.
Nou, dat heb ik niet gezien. Geef recipe aan mevrouwtje.
Oh, you have the recipe?
Zeker.
Well then, let me see it.
En de stoof werkt ook.
Well, I can manage that. Duck roast for Lumpy. Good
Duck
job.
roast.
All I need is the canned food for Mother Superior's meal from the cellar.
Oké. Nou, daar kunnen we heen. Iedereen gaat maar dood. Canned food.
This had to be the canned food Doris was talking about. Lily selected pigeon flavor.
Pigeon flavor. Oké. Klinkt aangenaam. Hup, canned food.
Ah, you found the canned food. Very good. I guess that means I can start cooking the meal now. I'll put the roast for the cat in the dumbwaiter right away. But I won't be able to fit anything else in there. I can't send Mother Superior's food up until you put the empty plate back in the dumbwaiter.
Okay.
Got it?
Ja, we snappen het.
Let's just hope so.
Wij snappen het. Geen stress. Into the office.
Oh, there's the missing child. I was beginning to hope you'd been eaten by a wild animal on the way. But at least
nog
you
met
brought the
even de
food.
katvoer.
I have to finish a few tasks now. Feed Lumpy while I'm gone. And don't even think about leaving the office before the work is done.
We gaan natuurlijk die giftige pillen in haar eten stoppen. Of aan die plant voeren. Roast, petball.
disappointing. It seemed Lumpy didn't feel like eating roast at all. How would Lily ever finish her task now?
Plantkant eten.
Met Deadly Nightshade erin.
Lily knew she wasn't food, and when it started acting up...
Nee. Die plant.
Lekker hoor.
Die roast plat, hij gaat weer in het dam, hoe heet je? Mother Superior's
cat food with pigeon flavoring.
Mother Superior's food is cat food.
Anything this delicious.
I guess so.
En dat gaan we die kat voeren natuurlijk. Kijk.
Lumpy obviously enjoyed the pigeon-flavored cat food, and it really looked like he already had an idea where to get second. Too bad the wall was too smooth for his claws.
Maar we hebben staatse electricity.
Lily didn't think that Lumpy would eat it. Lily could...
Oh eens. Creepy.
Oké.
Hoe gaan we
überhaupt wat doen? Wat moeten we überhaupt doen?
Die kat, die wil iets.
Lily didn't think that Lumpy obviously, and it really looked like he already had an idea where to get second. Too bad the wall was too smooth for his claws.
Ja, oké.
Either there was a picture missing here, or there was one too many hooks.
We hebben nog deze embroidery. Kijk.
Lekker.
Hey, die duif.
Someone was in a rush. Oh, that's what Lumpy had smelled.
De duif met dat boek.
The pigeon that had stolen Edna's diary was sitting on one of the beams.
Nou, Lumpy, kom op.
Lily thought it might be possible to let the balloon float up to the pigeon, but she doubted that the pigeon would be very impressed by this. Lily thought it might be possible to let the balloon float up to Lumpy. But what was the point? Lumpy hated parties.
Lumpy hated parties. Okay. Firecrackers. Balloon. Burning cigarettes and firecrackers.
Lily remembered the rules of the convent school very well. You were only allowed to use firecrackers if there was a good reason for it. Something like that.
Dus dat is niet nu blijkbaar. Oh, nu wel. Kijk, balloon, firecrackers zonder balloon, aansteken.
Lily kept the idea at the back of her mind.
Nee, eerst het ding omhoog.
It was a tricky plan, but Lily was running.
En daarna aansteken. Kijk.
Oh.
My goodness! I see that Lumpy has finally had a meal.
Yeah.
This is quite a surprise.
Yeah.
Perhaps all hope is not lost for you yet, after all. And now leave me alone. Maybe I was too strict with the girl and her fellow
Ja, die felle stuurders zijn allemaal dood, dus het schiet niet op.
Children, after all. Was I too hasty, Lord? Should I stop Dr. Marcel from coming before he tries his new method on the children? Please, give me a sign. What's that?
Give me a sign.
A dove? Or at least a pigeon of peace? Is this your sign? Should I spare the children? Oh, Lord, thank you. What? That those damn children! That's it! I finally reached my limit!
Lily!
When Lily walked into the
weg.
sleeping quarters,
Edna is weg.
Edna was gone. All she found was a hastily scribbled letter on her bed.
Ja, laten we die eens even lezen.
Take care, Lilyfred. I have to go.
Lilyfred.
This situation is getting too hot for me to stay. I'll wait for you at the swing tree for a bit. If you hurry, you might still catch me.
Ja, die boom is weg.
Otherwise, you can find my hiding place in the map in my diary. I'm sure you've already found it, right? Stay dirty. Love.
Stay dirty.
Edna.
The letter made Lily nervous. She had to catch up with Edna at all costs.
Psst! Lily, hurry, this way.
Hey, Garrett.
The Doctor and Mother Superior are already hot on your heels.
Lily looked all around in surprise. What kind of strange place
Garrett
was
is
this?
aan
You're
onze kant.
probably asking yourself what kind of strange place this is, right? But there's no time for explanations now. Come on, hurry.
We moeten hem volgen. Waar is het? Denk het.
Stop dragging. Let's go.
Ja, rustig. Ik volg jou, Garrett.
Stop. That's Dr. Marcel with Mother Superior. I don't think they've seen us yet.
Daarboven.
She
Hij
isn't
zit
in
in
her
een rolstoel.
boat, but she can't be far.
I'm surprised that you tolerate this kind of insubordination in your convent.
I'll have the entire ground search for her immediately.
Do that. All
Door
of
wie
this
dan?
seems unpleasantly familiar to me.
Let's go. This is our chance.
Wij volgen jou, Garrett. Ik ben benieuwd waar hij ons nu heen brengt eigenlijk. Hier is die vogel.
Reached the swing tree. She found no trace of
Ja, mijn vogel.
Garrett had vanished too, but the remnants of Edna's diary were lying in the grass. It had been burned, and it was no longer readable. Only the map of Edna's hiding place could
Nou,
be
hebben wij even
deciphered.
geluk.
Ah, it's a cave at Moor Lake. Lily was just trying to
cave
memorize
at
the
Moor
way
Lake.
when...
Hey, Garrett.
Psst, Lily, hide. Dr. Marcel and Mother Superior are coming. Oh no, too late.
Oh,
There she is.
kijk, we gaan.
You probably thought you could escape my examination, huh? Or is there another reason for disobeying Mother Superior's instructions?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's hear it. Entertain us.
We kunnen kiezen. Nazi vampires in the backyard.
Sowieso.
Berries for Mother Superior. Dat is dat vergif. Edna's valt. Nee, dat gaan we niet doen. Gaan we Moeder Superior vergiftigen?
Ik vind alles goed.
Oké.
This is taking too long for my taste.
Wat? Deze? Oh, is...
Was that really necessary?
Not really, but it brought some satisfaction to an old man who has had to deal with defiant children one too many times.
Oké.
You must not contradict adults.
Oh,
You must not lie. You must not play with fire. You must not use sharp objects. You must not touch alcohol. You must not hang around dangerous places.
is
You
een
must not lose
opvoedbod.
control. And you must
I
never
think so.
follow your own wishes.
Never follow your own wishes.
Woogie. Woogie, woogie.
Oké.
Pah, woogie indeed.
And? Did it work?
We'll find out in a moment. Lily, I'm sure you can tell me who's responsible for all the chaos in this institution. The chaos, Lily. Who's responsible?
Now start talking, you useless
Remain calm, Mother Superior. She'll answer. She'll answer. Do you know the answer, Lily? Who's responsible? You can tell me, can't you?
on. What did she say?
This case is more complicated than I thought. It's eminently important that you tell me something. Do you know a girl by the name of Edna?
Edna?
Why do you ask?
I think I've just pinpointed the root of all this evil. It's good that I was able to install all of the important behavioral blocks inside Lily with the aid of my new hypnotherapy.
Hypnotherapy?
Hypnosuggestion, to be precise. The light diodes that I have installed in the eyes of this stuffed rabbit help me take direct control over Lily's free will. From now on, she will behave very calmly. But here, just try it out for yourself.
Try it out?
That's right. She's now as obedient as a little lamb.
Well...
Obedient as a little lamb. No.
Hey, serve the doctor and me some tea.
Bravo! Ha ha ha. Well, I'm thirsty
Die gaan we
anyway.
natuurlijk
What do you
vergiftigen
say
dan.
now? Lily, would you like to serve us some tea?
Is goed, joh. Nee, natuurlijk niet. Dan gaan we hier tegenspreken. Oh, ik ga stroom. Ja, dan maar wel. Oké. Restrictions. Doing whatever you want. Kunnen we niet doen. Getting angry. Kunnen we niet doen. Using sharp objects. Dat kunnen we allemaal niet doen. Wauw, joh. Nou, dit lijkt me iets moois om te doen in een volgende video.
Joh.
Want wij hebben nu de convent gehaald. Ja, feeding the cat eigenlijk. Daar hebben we 2 uur en 10 minuten over gedaan. Feeding the cat. Maar het is ons gelukt. Dus ik zou zeggen, we gaan de volgende keer een kopje thee fixen. Kijken hoe lang ons dat kost. Dus ik zou zeggen, bedankt voor het kijken. En tot het volgende deel.
Doei.
Welterusten.
Doei.